Welcome dear students, I am Jyoti Singh and today I am going to tell you about sentence and its types. I already upload some videos about sentence and its type, but I guess this video will help you much more than the previous videos. Firstly, let us talk about the definition of sentence and further the types of sentences with their examples. The sentence is generally defined as a word or a group of words that expresses a thorough idea by giving a statement, order, or asking a question or exclaiming. A sentence is the largest unit of any language, and in English, it begins with a capital letter, ends with a full stop or a question mark or an exclamation mark. More examples of sentences. In other words, a complete English sentence must have three characteristics, and these characteristics are: firstly, in written form, a sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a period. For example, a full stop, a note of interrogation, a question mark, or a note of exclamation, an exclamation. Second, it must express a complete thought, not fragmented. And third, it must contain at least one subject, hidden or visible, and one verb comprising an independent clause. An independent clause contains an independent subject and verb and expresses a complete thought. So these are the three main important points. Functionally, sentences are of mainly four types. These types are declarative sentence, imperative sentence, interrogative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. Four types of sentences: declarative statement, interrogative that means question, imperative that means command, and number fourth, exclamative that means exclamation. Sentence types are sometimes called clause types. Now the form, how to form, functions, example sentences, clause, final punctuations. The first one is declarative. That is what is the function? Statement. It tells us something. For example, John likes Mary, and punctuation mark is full stop. Now the second one is interrogative. Question. It asks us something. For example, does Mary like John? And the punctuation mark is question mark. Interrogative questions are of two types: yes or no questions or WH questions. Yes or no questions begins with the helping verbs like yes or no question begins with helping verbs like do, does, is, am, are, was, were, has, have, had, did. And WH questions begins with what, where, when, how, and etc. And always finished with question mark. Now the third type is imperative. Commands. It tells us to do something. For example, stop, close the door. Sometimes exclamation and at the end full stop. The main important sign is full stop in imperative sentences. And the last one is exclamative. That means exclamation. It expresses surprise. For example, what a funny story he told us. Sign of exclamation is the sign of the sentence. Now come to detailed explanation of declarative sentence. That means statement. Declarative sentences make a statement. They tell us something, they give us information, and they normally end with a full stop or a period. The usually word order for the declarative sentence is subject plus verb, or sometimes an object. Declarative sentence can be positive or negative. Look at these examples. Positive and negative. For example, I like coffee, I do not like coffee. We watched TV last night, we did not watch TV last night. The positive and negative statements are there. Declarative sentences are the most common types of sentences. And when we speak in English, generally we use declarative sentences. Now come to the next point, that is interrogative sentences. Questions. Interrogative sentences ask a question. They ask us something, they want information, and they always end with a question mark. The usual word order for the interrogative sentence is WH word plus auxiliary plus subject plus verb, and the remaining part may be object. Interrogative sentences can be positive or negative. Look at these examples. Positive. Do you like coffee? Don't you like coffee is the negative. Why did you go? Why didn't you go? Do you like coffee? This is the yes or no question, because this question begins with helping verb do. And the second example, why did you go? This is WH question. Now the third type is imperative sentences. That means command. Imperative sentences give a command. They tell us to do something, and they end with a full stop or period, full stop, or exclamation mark, point. For the usual word order for the imperative sentence is base verb. Base verb means V1. Note that there is usually no subject because the subject is understood, it is you. Imperative sentences can be positive or negative. Look at these examples. Stop. Do not stop. Give her coffee. Don't give her coffee. Now the first examples are finished with sign of exclamation, and the last letter two examples are finished with full stop. Now the last type is exclamative sentences. Exclamative sentences express strong emotion, surprise, and exclamation, and they always end with an exclamation mark or point. The usual word order for the exclamative sentence is what plus adjective plus noun plus subject plus verb, and structure of how. We use two words that are what and how. The structure of how plus adjective or adverb plus subject plus verb. Now look at these examples. What a liar he is. What an exciting movie it was. What a liar. How he lied. How exciting the movie was. The exclamative sentences are finished, and all the types of sentences are completed. I hope you understand what are the four types and what are the functions of these four types of sentences. Mini quiz for you. Question number 1. Which sentence type is the most common? And the options are declarative, imperative, and exclamative. I hope you guessed the right answer. The right answer is declarative. Now come the second question. Who came to the party? Sentence type is used. Which sentence type is used? Options are there. You have three options: interrogative, imperative, and exclamative. Which one is the right answer? The right answer is interrogative. Now come to the third. Which sentence type does not usually use a subject? Options are there: declarative, imperative, and interrogative. Of course, imperative sentence. So mini quiz is over. I hope you understand. Thank you for watching this video.